The people, my people are so smart. And you know what else they say about my people? The polls. They say, I have the most loyal people. Did you ever see that? Where I could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and I wouldn't lose any voters, okay? It's like incredible.
Anything to stop Donald Trump?
Well, big picture, is the country at risk, the entire country at risk of being in a recession?
No, I am very confident about 2026.
Because as the last time we had our 60-minute interview, you talked to me about home ownership. And you asked me whether everyone should own a home. And I told you, no, it's too risky.
Existing housing, people that own their homes, we're going to keep them wealthy. We're going to keep those prices up. We're not going to destroy the value of their homes so that somebody that didn't work very hard can buy a home.
The president now saying he won't sign the housing bill, which cuts regulations to spark construction, unless Congress first passes the Save America Act, which mandates photo ID and proof of citizenship to vote. Then President Trump pulled the plug. Posting the signing ceremony was canceled until such time as we pass the desperately needed Save America Act.
Kamala's campaigning with warmongers like Liz Cheney. You know, Liz Cheney, she talks big, oh, I want war. She always wants war. Every time I was with her in the White House, she sits back in Washington, oh, we ought to go and attack Iran, Iraq. We're going to attack everybody. Iran is making very big concessions. We'll see what happens. I'm not talking about money for Greenland yet. I might talk about that. But right now, we are going to do something on Greenland, whether they like it or not, because if we don't do it, Russia...
Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military? And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. During the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless. God bless. You will not have war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because you're in no position to dictate that.
That's exactly
Remember
what
this.
you're doing.
You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel. President Biden, Vice President Harris, and my fellow citizens. The golden age of America begins right now. During every single day of the Trump administration, I will very simply put America first.
Hello! I would like to preface this video and series by stating that I am not well-versed or well-educated on the subject matter. As a matter of fact, I have had no education on any of the subjects with which I'm about to venture forward into. My history of education involves 4 years of high school and 2 years of college before I dropped out. My name is Jack. I'm 27 years old. I was born and raised in the United States of America in the state of Michigan. And that state I do love very much. The subject of my series is, in a very surreal way, about common sense. But not like the sense that is blatantly rampant and senseless in our current societal climate. I am talking about the sense common to rational, caring minds. Sensus communis animi sani, the title of this series, is Latin for common sense of the sound mind and soul. We live in a time where words like truth and righteousness have been brutalized by the deadpan and unabashed dissonance of liars and troglodytes. When someone wishes to obfuscate responsibility, they'll say, "My truth is," they could rebut with a whataboutism, and they like to preface a statement with, "I'm going to be completely honest with you." and then proceed to lie directly to your face with no regard for reality and no respect for you. Any credible complaint you give is waved away with, "It's good you have strong opinions," "fake news," or they'll switch off to a new subject without ever addressing the substance of your grievance, whether it be an objection in defense of moral custom or in defiance of harmful social trends. We live in a time where you're being taught empathy is an undesired fault and that immigrants are a blight on our immigrant-descended society.
Thinking too much about how someone feels, putting yourself in someone else's shoes too much can actually blind you to the truth. Social justice is you have been told maybe more than any other generation that empathy is the highest virtue. That should be the prism through which you see everything. And I just want to tell you that that is a dangerous lie. It can lead you in a toxic direction. And when it comes to immigration, when it comes to justice, beware of the empathy mongers.
You know, when they let, I think the real number is 15, 16 million people into our country, when they do that, we got a lot of work to do. They're poisoning the blood of our country. That's what they've done. They poison mental institutions. And in Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
A lot of them were let in here. They shouldn't have been let in. Others are just bad. They go bad. Something wrong. There's something wrong there.
So
the genetics are not exactly, they're not exactly your genetic.
Well,
it's one of those problems, Brian. It's a terrible thing. And it happens. And it happens too often.
So,
We're subjected to a daily viewing of an assault on our constitutional heritage and sovereign sanity, where people without due process are being held in captivity for months with neither a trial nor legal representation, where law-abiding protesters are held down on the ground and shot in the back.
Growing protests tonight in Minneapolis. An ICE agent shot a woman there, witnesses say, in the face as she was in her car. She is dead. He killed her.
A 37-year-old woman in her car. Reuters verified this video showing the moment of the shooting.
That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you. Show your face. I'm not. Get it out of the. Get out of the.
President Trump today threatening to invoke the Insurrection Act in Minnesota, where there is unrest ever since an ICE officer shot and killed a woman last week.
The officers that we have out there are very highly trained and skilled, specific for the operations that they're doing. They're utilizing the most gifted individuals on these operations to go out and to do enforcement, because many times if they're going after murderers.
Yeah, unroll your windows. No, you're just right inside. Let's go.
An agent takes Alex's gun out of its holster in front of the agent that pulls out his gun and shoots him.
But 2 people have been killed so far. Is that right? A nurse named Preddy and a mom named Good. 2 people have been killed so far.
Yes, sir.
Listen, I think people have made their observations known about the video. There's multiple angles of the video. Everybody's commented on that. But I think you'll verify what's on the video. It appears to us that the officer involved was operating in self-defense. He made a snap judgment, as they do. He had been drugged behind the vehicle already, we now know, this particular officer, and he felt that his life and the life of his fellow officers and potentially bystanders was in danger. And so
We are thrust into a foreign conflict, not because a nation has weapons of mass destruction, but to oppose them supposedly creating weapons of mass destruction. You live in an American golden age where gas prices shoot up an entire dollar or two in 1 day per gallon because of an armed conflict. Groceries cost more than a new 60-inch flat screen TV. Billionaires rent an entire city for a wedding and replace half of their jobs in the market with computers and robots. The senator of your state advises you to get yet another job because times are that tough. Not only are college diplomas worthless in a job interview, but now you have to compete for an entry-level job with retirees who have worked for nearly double your lifetime. The state you grew up in has become too costly for you to raise a new family in. You live in a time where the word truth is about as defined as man or woman is. We live in a country where golden idols are erected for men dyed in purple, and a mortal man is praised and worshipped above the God of Abraham by those who profess to be Christians, beholden to none of Christ's teachings. They who openly profane his holy Father. The blind bend low and bow to an idol who cannot save, a worthless idol.
Father, we give you the praise. We give you the honor. And Father, we give you the praise and honor. And we ask you, Father, that he can be the Cyrus to bring reformation, to bring change into this nation. And all the nations of the earth will say, America is the greatest nation of the earth.
I had every right and authority to declare the White House as holy ground because I was standing there, and where I stand is holy.
To say no to President Trump would be saying no to God.
Voice, so I went to the Jewish deli, and of course we had the discussion on Trump. And I asked them, who is Trump to you? And you know what they said? Trump is our new Messiah, actually.
Him as king. They call me king now. Do you believe it? No king. I'm such a king, I can't get a ballroom approved.
I will be splitting the bulk of these subjects into a 4-part series, starting with this introduction as being part of part 1. Verba, words. Here I will define the words care, honor, integrity, truth, virtue, justice, righteousness, and terms such as common sense, cognitive dissonance, and politics, because they are repeatedly used throughout the series. Part 2, where I will talk about Pete Hegseth, current Secretary of Defense, and why he should not be, as well as the unconstitutional Iran war. Part 3, where I will point out contradictions of presidential cabinet members through their actions and words. And Part 4, where I will be directly speaking about the President of the United States of America. I'm making this video series because, 1, so I stop ranting to my girlfriend and family, who, just like a vast majority of the country and myself, have almost no clue what I'm even rambling on about, or just exactly why this stuff upsets me the way it does. And 2, this stuff pisses me off to a biblical extent, and I will not simply sit in my hole and steep in disgust like this. In the course of the past year, I've gone out to a pride parade. I traveled 250 miles just to attend one of the 3 Charlie Kirk vigils I went to. I've talked to stay-at-home moms, widows, state-level Congress members, liquor store clerks, farmers, and a great slew more of intricately distinct and different people all over my state. I did not understand why they continued to dishevel their own reputation by being a personal spokesperson for Donald Trump. I do not like not understanding things. It irks me greatly. And a great deal, this video was also spurred on by me not being able to fully understand their point of view. And because of that, nor could I confront these people at the time due to lack of knowledge of their points, creating a lack of support in my own. But in the course of a year and 3 months, I've taken the time to study and compile my understanding of all these events into about 1,400 pages of notes relating to Donald Trump, the Bible, and the Constitution of the United States of America. They all coincide together. Don't worry about that now. I have to worry about that as I try to parse this together as I continue on. And for those who may be swayed, affirmed, or put off by this video, I will be completely direct here. I love the United States of America. I love my country very much. I care about my country very much. I care so much that I've given myself to learn its history, people, and character by my own dollar and my own time. I love my countrymen. They are my brothers and sisters by birth. Jus soli. And I shall not inappropriately disparage any of them. And also, as Ezekiel chapter 3, verses 16 through 21 warns me, I should do my duty. Et vos manere debeo. Now, I'm going to finish this introduction out with some questions of thought for you as we continue out the entire series. 1. What is America? 2. What quality do you care about in America? 3. What does the word care mean to you? 4. What does it mean to be an American? Is it being born on the soil, a shared culture, a philosophy? And finally, 5. Do you know your rights? Ugh.